In the summer of 1966, the Beatles, the Fab Four from Liverpool, found themselves at the center of a storm of controversy. This time, it wasn't their music that ignited the firestorm. Instead, it was the cover of their newly released American album, Yesterday and Today. The image, a stark and unsettling departure from their previous album art, shocked fans and the public alike, leading to widespread outrage and calls for censorship. The Beatles, known for their catchy tunes and charming personalities, had always maintained a relatively clean-cut image. Their previous album covers featured playful photographs of the band members, reflecting their youthful energy and musical innovation. The Yesterday and Today cover, however, shattered this carefully cultivated image. The controversial photograph, aptly nicknamed the Butcher cover, depicted the Beatles draped in pieces of meat and surrounded by dismembered baby dolls. It was a far cry from the lovable mop-tops that had captured the hearts of millions. The public reaction was swift and fierce. Fans were horrified and confused, struggling to reconcile the gruesome imagery with the band's light-hearted music. Radio stations refused to play the album and record stores hesitated to stock it. The outcry was so intense that Capitol Records, the Beatles' American label, quickly realized their mistake. They had underestimated the potential backlash and were now facing a public relations nightmare. The Butcher cover controversy marked a turning point in the Beatles' career. It was a stark reminder that their immense popularity didn't make them immune to criticism or controversy. It also highlighted the growing tension between the band's evolving artistic vision and the expectations of their massive fan base. The incident forced the Beatles to confront the limitations of their clean-cut image and the potential consequences of pushing creative boundaries. The Butcher cover photograph, shot by photographer Robert Whittaker, was intended as an artistic statement. Whittaker, known for his avant-garde style, envisioned the image as a commentary on the Vietnam War and the horrors of violence. The raw meat and dismembered dolls were meant to symbolize the casualties of war and the dehumanizing effects of conflict. The Beatles, particularly John Lennon, were intrigued by Whittaker's artistic vision and agreed to participate in the photo shoot. They saw it as an opportunity to challenge societal norms and express their growing disillusionment with the world around them. However, they may not have fully grasped the potential impact of the image on their public image. The Butcher cover was a stark contrast to the typical album art of the time. It was a deliberate departure from the safe and polished images that dominated the music industry. The Beatles were pushing boundaries, experimenting with artistic expression, and challenging their fans to confront uncomfortable realities. The public, however, was not ready for such a jarring and graphic image. The reaction was visceral and immediate. Parents were appalled, fearing the negative influence on their children. Religious groups condemned the image as blasphemous and disrespectful. The media had a field day, fueling the controversy with sensationalized headlines and condemnations. The Beatles, caught in the eye of the storm, found themselves defending their artistic choices while trying to appease their outraged fans. Faced with mounting public pressure and plummeting sales, Capitol Records made the unprecedented decision to recall the Yesterday and Today album. It was a costly and logistical nightmare, as hundreds of thousands of albums had already been shipped across the country. Capitol rushed to replace the controversial cover with a more innocuous image. The hastily chosen replacement featured a photograph of the Beatles gathered around a steamer trunk, a stark contrast to the gruesome imagery of the original cover. The recall was a massive undertaking, involving the retrieval and repackaging of countless albums. It was a scramble to contain the damage and salvage the album's commercial prospects. The recall, however, had an unintended consequence. It instantly transformed the Butcher cover into a highly sought-after collector's item. Fans who had managed to snag a copy of the original album before the recall found themselves in possession of a rare and valuable artifact. The recalled albums, with their controversial covers, became a symbol of the Beatles' rebellious spirit and their willingness to challenge societal norms. The value of the Butcher cover albums skyrocketed, Collectors were willing to pay exorbitant prices for these rare and controversial records. The recall had inadvertently created a frenzy, turning a public relations disaster into a collector's dream. The Butcher cover became a legendary piece of music history, a tangible reminder of the Beatles' enduring power to shock and captivate. Robert Whittaker, the photographer behind the Butcher cover, was an influential figure in the 1960s London art scene. He was known for his experimental style and his willingness to push creative boundaries. Whittaker's vision for the Yesterday and Today cover was rooted in his anti-establishment views and his desire to challenge societal norms. The Beatles, at this stage in their career, were also eager to explore new artistic avenues and express their evolving worldviews. They were drawn to Whittaker's unconventional style and his willingness to make bold statements. The collaboration between Whittaker and the Beatles was a product of their shared desire to push boundaries and challenge the status quo. Capitol Records, however, was primarily concerned with commercial success and maintaining the Beatles' carefully cultivated image. They were apprehensive about the Butcher cover from the outset, fearing its potential to alienate fans and damage the band's reputation. Capitol's executives, focused on market appeal, underestimated the artistic aspirations of the band and the photographer. The clash between Whittaker's artistic vision and Capitol's commercial interests ultimately led to the recall of the Yesterday and Today album. It highlighted the inherent tension between creative expression and the demands of the marketplace. The controversy surrounding the Butcher cover served as a reminder that even the most popular artists are not immune to the pressures of public opinion and corporate interests. Section 5. Peeling Back the Layers, the Butcher cover's value. The Butcher cover albums, initially recalled and replaced, quickly became highly sought-after collector's items. Their rarity, combined with the controversy surrounding the image, drove up their value significantly. Today, original Butcher cover albums are considered prized possessions by Beatles collectors worldwide. The value of a Butcher cover album varies depending on its condition and whether the original cover is still intact. Albums with the trunk cover pasted over the Butcher cover are also valuable, as they represent a unique moment in Beatles history. The process of peeling back the trunk cover to reveal the Butcher cover beneath has become a ritual for collectors. The Butcher cover is not merely a valuable artifact. It's a symbol of the Beatles' rebellious spirit and their willingness to challenge artistic boundaries. It represents a pivotal moment in the band's evolution, marking their transition from lovable mop-tops to more mature and outspoken artists. The enduring fascination with the Butcher cover speaks to the power of controversy and its ability to shape cultural perceptions. The image, once deemed offensive and inappropriate, has become an iconic piece of music history, a testament to the enduring legacy of the Beatles and their ability to provoke and inspire. Section 6. A Legacy of Controversy and Collectability. The Butcher cover controversy had a lasting impact on the Beatles' image and legacy. It demonstrated that their immense popularity didn't shield them from criticism or controversy. In fact, their fame amplified the impact of their actions and artistic choices. The controversy also highlighted the changing cultural landscape of the 60s. The Beatles, once seen as symbols of youthful innocence, were now at the forefront of a growing countercultural movement. Their willingness to challenge societal norms resonated with a generation that was questioning authority and embracing new forms of artistic expression. The Butcher cover became a symbol of this cultural shift. It represented the growing tension between traditional values and the emerging counterculture. The Beatles, whether intentionally or not, had become cultural lightning rods, sparking debates about artistic freedom, censorship, and the role of popular music in society. The controversy also cemented the Butcher cover as a highly collectible piece of music memorabilia. Its rarity and the story behind its recall made it a prized possession for Beatles fans and collectors. The Butcher cover, initially a source of controversy, ultimately became a testament to the Beatles' enduring cultural significance and their ability to transcend generations. In Section 7, Artistic Expression versus Public Sensitivity. The butcher cover controversy sparked a debate about the limits of artistic expression and the responsibility of artists to consider public sensitivities. Some argued that the Beatles had gone too far, that their gruesome imagery was offensive and inappropriate for a popular music album. Others defended the band's artistic choices, arguing that they had the right to express themselves freely, even if it meant challenging societal norms. They saw the butcher cover as a bold statement against violence and a commentary on the horrors of war. The debate highlighted the subjective nature of art and the difficulty of establishing universal standards for what is considered acceptable or offensive. What may be shocking or repulsive to some can be seen as artistic and thought-provoking by others. The butcher cover controversy served as a reminder that art can be a powerful tool for social commentary and that artists have a responsibility to use their platform thoughtfully. It also highlighted the importance of open dialogue and the need to engage with art that challenges our perspectives and beliefs. Section 8, Yesterday and Today, an enduring symbol. The Yesterday and Today album, despite the controversy surrounding its initial cover, remains a significant part of the Beatles' discography. The album itself features a collection of popular Beatles tracks, including Yesterday, Drive My Car, and Nowhere Man. The butcher cover controversy, however, has overshadowed the music to some extent. The album is often remembered more for its controversial artwork than for its musical content. This is a testament to the power of imagery and its ability to shape our perceptions of art and culture. The Yesterday and Today album, with its infamous butcher cover, serves as an enduring symbol of the Beatles' impact on popular culture. It represents their willingness to push boundaries, challenge conventions, and use their platform to spark dialogue and debate. The butcher cover controversy remains a fascinating case study in the interplay between art, commerce, and public opinion. It reminds us that even the most beloved and successful artists are not immune to controversy. In fact, their fame can amplify the consequences of their actions and artistic choices. The Yesterday and Today album, with its controversial cover, stands as a testament to the enduring power of the Beatles and their ability to captivate and challenge audiences across generations.